Hello, welcome everyone to tuning into the Welcome everyone, thank you for tuning into the K-Storm Network. I'm your host, Cody Storm, and for today's video, we're going to be checking out the PlayStation Vita North American Store update. So without further ado, let's jump in. The first thing we're going to look at new releases. So let's see what is going on as we approach closer and closer to Halloween Day. So we missed last week's video, so here's a quick recap of what we missed. We missed Corpse Party Blood Drive by Xseed Games. Now this just came out, I believe, last week. This is the third installment to the Corpse Party franchise, Blood Drive. It follows after the Book of Shadows, it follows after all the good stuff. It features one player, that's about it. Not a whole lot of features. It's a very story-driven game, as you can see here. Currently on the channel, we are playing through Corpse Party 1 on the PSP. Now, 1 and 2 Corpse Parties were both on the PSP, but they decided to finish the trilogy, now updated on the Vita. So, eventually, we'll be checking this out. Corpse Party is a blast. Highly recommend it. Great game, great for Halloween vibe. Good stuff. Then we have Pocket God vs. Desert Ashes, a downloadable game by Ninetales Digital. Okay, let's see what this is about. It's a Clash of the Titans, or rather Clash of the Pygmies and Landians. I feel like we've read about this before. We might have seen this in an earlier update video. But if you purchase this, it entitles you to both the PS4 and PS Vita version. Features 1 to 2 player, network online 2 players, and touchscreen support. So that seems really good. Cool. I like it when games give us screenshots. I wish every game would. Like, it's super easy. Just take a screenshot, post it. Like, Jesus, man. Okay, moving on. We've got ourselves Oregon Trail, the Complete Edition. Now, I've actually been really contemplating picking up this bad boy and doing a Survive One Night on this. So this is The Men Who Wear Many Hats, brought to us by Oregon Trail Complete Edition. Includes Endless Expansion and the new Final Cut expansion. Oregon Trail is a retro zombie survival game. Travel westward in a station wagon with 4 of your friends, scavenging for supplies and fending off the undead. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Oregon Trail, it's like Oregon Trail, basically, but with a zombie survival spin on it. Now, these are the key features it has. Sweet soundtrack, endless mode, car and combat upgrades. Purchasing this entitles you to both the PlayStation 4 and the PS Vita versions of the game. Features 1 to 2 players, touchscreen, and dual analog stick support. That's always good. Gotta get that dual on. Okay, now we got Code Realize, Guardian of Rebirth, by Axis Games. Another Axis Games, they're really pumping these out lately. Not really complaining. I'm a big fan of visual novel games, and that's exactly what this is. As you can see here with the short description, features 1 player and touchscreen support. Audio-visual game, not a whole lot that you can offer with this. But if you're really into stories, and you just love going through storylines, these are the type of games for you. And as you can see here, beautiful artwork, anime-inspired. That dude looks like Tuxedo Mask, but we're gonna leave that alone for now. Goggles, fucking, I'm sold. Okay, this is pretty cool. Everyone's pretty snazzy looking. Okay. Ooh, platform 9 3/4. Harry Potter crossover. Okay, so moving on to the PlayStation Plus section of the store. What do we have? Well, if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you can pick yourself up Broken Age for free. Now, I have this, have not played it yet. You can expect to see a video of this in the future. Here's the key features. It's a point-and-click adventure game. It tells you to both the PS4 and PS Vita versions. I don't really know too much about this, but it looks pretty good. I believe it's hand-drawn, also. Don't quote me on that, though. We also have Dragon's Crown by Atlas for $30. Dragon's Crown, a dungeon crawler. This game is hand-drawn. Very fantastic, very beautiful. I played a bit of it myself. It supports crossplay, 1 to 4 players, ad hoc, and online play with touchscreen support. So as you see here, the screenshots, they're quite beautiful. They're pretty nice. I like it. That's my waifu. You can't have her. She's mine. Ripped. Pretty good stuff. You got archers, you got mages, warriors, barbarians. I want to see the sexy mage. Where's the sexy mage? The sexy mage you gotta see because you gotta pick up the game yourself. It will not show us her. But spoilers, she got some tig ol' bitties. Okay, and then moving on, what else have we got for PlayStation Plus subscribers? We have Escape Vector by No! And, this looks like what is this, a railgun shooter? This is some sort of shooter thing. Okay, not quite sure. Let's read about it. You're trapped inside a CPU for what feels like an eternity. Okay, so you're inside a computer. A little bit like Reboot style. Okay, compete against your friends, good stuff. One player, touchscreen, location data. Wow, okay, and motion sensor. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, Flash from the Past, PlayStation Portable. We got Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars by Rockstar Games. Rated M for mature, like it should be with the Grand Theft Auto game. So here we go. You guys probably already know what this is. Like, I don't even have to explain Grand Theft Auto. It's Grand Theft Auto that takes place in Chinatown. It's self-explanatory. We have Injustice Gods Among Us, the Ultimate Edition by Warner Brothers. This is basically Injustice. If you played it on your tablet or on your phone, this is basically the console version of it. So instead of playing like a tapping game on your cell phone, it plays a little bit more like a Mortal Kombat game. As you can see here, you got some Deadpool, you got Flash, Superman. It's pretty cool. Okay, moving on. Free for PlayStation Plus subscribers, we have Kick Beat by Zen Studios. Pretty interesting game. I played a little bit of it myself. Not a whole lot to talk about. It's one player with touchscreen and dual analog. But when we look at the screenshots, it's a dancing game. A little bit like DJ Hero, a little bit like Guitar Hero. You have to hit the right buttons at the right time as you fight, like, basically a circle of thugs, as you can see here. Not a whole lot to the game, and I'm not too good at that style, so it's actually quite difficult for me. I'm not good at timing. I'm not sure if it has to do with being tone deaf or if I just suck. So moving on, we got Kung Fu Rabbit by Nico Entertainment. It is also free for PlayStation Plus subscribers. This game, a little bit like Super Meat Boy, I'm gonna let you know. Okay, it's one player, touchscreen, rear touchpad support. I played through the first world of this game. It is a lot like Super Meat Boy, except instead of really tight control scheme, it's rather drifty. Now that might seem weird, but it works with it, and the difference is you can actually kill enemies in this game. Pretty cool stuff. Now moving on, we're going into the LEGO sale. We have LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Okay, one player game. You know, I believe you can play online 2 players. It's pretty cool. You got all your superheroes, and this is one of the LEGO games that came out later, where I believe the characters talk. Okay, and then here's an old school LEGO game. Harry Potter years 5 through 7. This, I believe, the characters do not talk. This is an old school LEGO game. Jurassic World, newer LEGO game. Okay, if you were into the newest rendition of Jurassic Park with Jurassic World, this might be for you. This takes you through all the movies of the Jurassic universe. And then moving on, we got Marvel Superheroes, which is a little bit like the Batman, but, you know, Marvel, you know, little bit different, wink wink. You got stuff like Iron Man, you got Spider-Man, Thor, Thing, Captain America, good old stuff, Juggernaut, pretty rad. It's what you come to love in the Marvel universe. Many of us grew up with Marvel. Moving on, we got LEGO The Hobbit, which I think is the coolest one out of all of these. But I'm a little bit of a nerd, but I'm impartial. Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, my favorite out of all these topics right now. So you can see here, you can venture through the world of The Hobbit as Bilbo Baggins. I almost called him Dildo Baggins, but his name is Bilbo. Okay, and then we got Minutes by Red Phantom Games. It's on sale for $4 for PlayStation Plus subscribers. This is a bullet hell game. Okay, this tells you to both the PS4 and Vita version. One player with touchscreen and dual analog support. Not too bad. Let's take a glimpse into this bullet hell. It's what you expect from a bullet hell game. You know, very colorful, very quick. You know, if you got epilepsy, this might not be the game for you. But if you don't, have at it. Moving on, we have Mousecraft, which is by Curve Studio, $15. I've already done a one-night stand of this game. This was actually free last month to PlayStation Plus subscribers. So if you missed it and you're really digging it, you can go pick it up for yourself right now. And then we have Pixel Junk Shooter Ultimate, an oldie but a goodie by Double 11, on sale for $12. Pixel Junk, I'm a huge fan of that series. Pixel Junk shooters, Pixel Junk monsters. 1 to 2 players, touchscreen, with microphones so you can yell at your friends when they mess up. Now this is a physics-based game. Water, lava, missiles. You're saving scientists from volcanoes without trying to make magma kill them or drown them in a flood. Growing up, if you were a computer gamer, you probably played Q*bert. I played Q*bert a lot. Well, now we have Q*bert Rebooted, the HD Q*bert by Loot Interactive. So looking at the screenshots, here we go. You got classic Q*bert, when most of us grew up playing if you played this as a child. And then you start entering more into the modern day HD Q*berts. Pretty cool stuff. Might pick that up in the future. What is a feature? Well, it's a 3-way buy for PS3, PS4, and Vita. 1-player support, dual analog sticks. Too bad we couldn't get an online co-op versus Q*bert. That would be completely sick. Okay, so moving on. What else have we got? We have Sound Shapes, which was also free to PlayStation Plus subscribers. It's a game, it's a platformer where you're traveling through albums by Beck, by all your favorite artists, you know, Deadmau5, all the good stuff. Did a one-night stand of it in case you missed out on it. We also have Stealth Inc. 2, a game of clones, which is the follow-up to Stealth Inc. A Clone in the Dark / Stealth Bastard. Now, we did a one-night stand of Stealth Inc. 1 / Stealth Bastard. You can expect to see a one-night stand done of the sequel very shortly. Moving on, we also have Super Meat Boy by Team Meat, one of the tightest, most hardcore platform games you can play. Also a rage quit game at its finest. This entails you both the PlayStation 4 and PS Vita games. In case you missed it, I did a hot habanero video with Peppers, where I played this game, and every time I died, I had to eat another pepper. So in case you missed that, look that up on the channel, Super Meat Boy. Okay, moving on. We got another Lego game. We have Lego the Movie. I do not know too much about this. I did not see the movie. But we got Batman. We got Lego Construction Workers. We have Jesus with the Unicorn Kitty. Hot chicks. Super hot chicks. That's about it. Can't really tell you too much about it. Never really seen too much. And then we still got My Singing Monsters, who I believe, like, does anyone even buy those? Like, why are those even still there? Okay, moving on to features of the week. We're gonna go into the weekly deals. And this week, we have the Sale of the Dead, week 1. So let's see what's going on with the Sale of the Dead. We have Grim Fandango Remastered. Oh my god, by Double Fine Entertainment. Good game, good stuff. We got the PSP game, Castlevania, Dracula Cross or X Chronicles, or 10 Chronicles, not sure how they want me to say that. We also have Dead Nation, the top-down shooter by Sony Entertainment. So as you can see here, top-down shooter. Sadly though, this game is single-player. That's horrible. They could have easily given you 2-player online co-op, but they didn't. That's probably why it's on sale. Then going back, we have Oregon Trail. We also have Murasaki Baby, which I just did a Survive One Night for. Fantastic game. Very creative, very artistic. You play as a young girl. It's all about holding her hand and guiding her through her fears. Great game. I highly recommend this one. This was very fun to play for a Survive One Night. Just look at it. It's like you literally just stepped into a Tim Burton movie. Very cool stuff. We also have The Hungry Horde, which you can also expect to see a one-night stand of very shortly. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, not a one-night stand, a Survive One Night, as you can see here. We're gonna be checking this game out, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, we're gonna be checking that bad boy out. And then we have actually an Endless Runner on the Vita, which is very weird to see, which is Z-Run. Now, if you play things like Temple Run and things like that on your cell phone / tablet, it's exactly the same thing, it's just on the Vita, so yeah. And then moving on, we got Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars, on sale for less than $10. That is crazy. So let's look at this shit, man. Look at this. Aw, yeah, sexy anime girls. Aw, snap. It's pretty hot. 1 player, ad hoc mode, 2 players. Don't actually know too much about it, but because it's Atlas, I'm gonna have to check it out, because that's just how these things work. And then here, all the rest are just mad doubles. So you might be asking yourself, what is left for this week's update video? Well, first of all, as you can see there, for every $100 you spend, you get $15 credit, ending November 3rd. So if you got money burning in your pocket, you better go and spend it now. And then moving on, we got top downloads, where Sony's actually seemed to be better at updating this shit. Like, we went half a year without them ever touching it, but it seems to be slightly better now. So first off, we got Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, aka Metal Gear Snake Eater, the HD edition for PlayStation Vita. I have been really wanting to play through the Metal Gears ever since 5 came out, so you might be seeing a Metal Gear week in the future. Then we have Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment. We have started a playthrough on the channel of this. We have not finished it. Very long game. You know, like always, if you guys want to see more of certain videos, you just have to feel free to let me know, and I would be glad to show you whatever you guys are liking to see. And then we got Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Z. I've been really thinking about picking this up. I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball. The last Dragon Ball game I played was the one that just recently got released on Steam. As you can see here, Dragon Ball games, always awesome, you know. The manga, the anime ended a while ago, but movies and games are keeping it alive. And then we got Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. This was a very old school playthrough that we did on the channel. Never done it in like a direct capture form, and I actually have the card for this. This is not a direct download. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, I can also bring that game back. Then we have Minecraft, self-explanatory. You all know what Minecraft is. This is the Vita edition. And then we have Borderlands 2 on sale for $20. Do not buy this game. If you have any console other than PlayStation Vita, buy Borderlands on that. Borderlands sucks dick. This is the worst game I've ever seen on the Vita. And while we're talking about that, you see how fucked up this is. It's the worst game on the Vita, but yet it has 4 and like 1/4 a star. Like, the ratings don't even matter on the PlayStation Store. So if I've played a game, I will give you my direct, honest opinion, because I do not believe in the PlayStation Store rating system. Like, there's no way that this deserves 4 stars. Like, give me a break. It's either fanboys, or like, Sony just tried to hype it up. Moving on, we got Hyperdimension Neptunia U Action Unleashed, which is a Hyper Neptunian game where it's a hack and slash. So, it's a little bit different style, a little bit different. Whoa, she's, waifu. I like you, Vert. You're sexy. God damn it. Oof. I'll be back in a minute. That Vert got under my collar. And then we got Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls. Now, you might have seen lately, I've been doing some gameplay with some of my buddies. Drowsy Guy has been highly recommending this, and we might do this together in the future if we, get around to it. I actually don't know anything about this series, so that'll be cool to check out. And here's the game. Here's a loot, $3 by Abstraction Games. I would highly recommend this game. This game is a blast. If you're a friend of roguelike games, dungeon crawlers, you know, things like, Binding of Isaac, all that stuff, this is the game for you. Every time you beat the game, every time you play through it, it gets harder. You have different classes to choose from right from the beginning. I've actually almost 100%ed this game. I'm one step away from 100%ing it. This game, amazing, especially for $3. They could have charged more, but they didn't. And then rounding up the top downloads, we have Ratchet & Clank, the collection. The collection includes Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, ooh, and Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal. You gotta love those metaphors. Sadly, there are no screenshots, though. So with that being said, this wraps up our PlayStation Store Vita update video. I've been your host, Cody Storm, and thank you very much for tuning in. Now, before we sign out, I'd just like to address, the channel has not had a lot of Resident Evil Revelations 2 videos. I'd like to apologize, because I've been asked a lot about it, because you guys just love that series. It will be continuing, probably at the end of the month. Now, the reason it's not continuing is me and Drowsy are going to be co-oping it on the PlayStation 4. That's right, we're going to be doing the last 2 episodes, the last half of the game, as co-op. Okay, so the problem with that is I had Belle, if you're in Canada, internet Bell cable. They were supposed to come to my house and hook up the internet, but sadly, this technician got so excited when he saw me, and he creamed his jeans. Now you might be asking yourself, isn't that unprofessional for a technician to jizz himself while he's hooking up your internet? And yes, it is. So now, sadly, I waited 2 weeks for Bell, and they frigged me over. So, Bell, if you're watching this, fuck you. So now I'm waiting for Kojiko to come and hook up my internet, and hopefully they're a little bit more sophisticated and a little bit more professional. So with that being said, I look forward to seeing you guys all in the next video, and I look forward to seeing you along with Drowsy and Resident Evil Revelations 2. So until then, thank you very much for checking out this week's update video. I will see you again here again next week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I don't know what day, but we'll be there.
I only want a proper introduction. Maybe all it takes is a baseball bat to show you what I've been clicking in your jaw as a testament for